Hello fellows, I got a very interesting question. If I could shine my light on the differences between the Samyang / Rokinon 85mm T1.5 and the Samyang 85mm f1.4. So first off, the T1.5 of course is a cinema lens or video lens, and the Samyang 85mm 1.4 is the photographic equivalent for this. The main difference is that when it comes to manual focus, even though both have manual focus, the 1.4 communicates with the camera. It has the contacts, so that if you are manual focusing, the autofocus system of the camera will respond and tell you with a bleep that you are in focus or not. So communication is there between camera and lens, even though it's manual focus. It's not the case with the Samyang 85mm 1.5 lens. There are no contacts and there is no communication between camera and the autofocus system of the camera. I also made earlier video where I talked about the Samyang 85mm 1.4. I will link to this here somewhere in the screen, and I also made a demonstration video on manual focus and how the camera is responding. I try to put a link into this video as well. Another difference is that you can see here on the Samyang lens is you have these ribbed rings here, and this is for follow focus mechanisms that you can mount on the rig. Normally you should have a rig when you do a video with your DSLR, and I don't talk about the talking head videos that we all do here on YouTube, but really if you are in filming, you should have a rig where you mount your camera, and on this rig you also put a follow focus where you then can pull the focus here on the Samyang lens. What also should be mentioned is that the hall of the manual focus on the manual focus lens, here it's the 1.4, is longer than on autofocus lens, and on the video lens, cinema lens, here the hall of the focus is even longer than on the photographic lens. Another thing is that the when it comes to the lens opening, we have the f1.4 here on the photographic side, and on the cinema lens we have T1.5. As I explained in another video when it came to T-stops, you know that it's not the opening, but it's actually the transmission of the light. So what is left on the end of the light of the lens, what really is the transmission from amount of light what goes through the lens and really hits the sensor, rather than just the opening. And if the lens has a t-stop of 1.5, the f-stop would be more likely 1.2. So in fact you will have a shallower depth of field with the Samyang 85mm T1.5. So, and the last question was, could you use both for photography? Yes, you could, but you have these differences. So if you can totally live with no communication between your lens and the autofocus system of the camera, then you can totally do this, and yeah, it's possible. So you see there is a different price tag on it, and if it comes to there are people, I know people who have filmed with it. I didn't film with this, but they are totally in heaven with this 85 T1.5. There is of course a Canon version that is $5,000, so a lot more than this. it is better, but it's a huge difference. And the same thing is here with the Samyang 85mm 1.4. If you have an equivalent or even bigger opening, the 1.2 from Canon 85mm, we talk about 17 times the price what you normally pay for this lens. So it's all up to you when it comes to price. Yeah, I hope this helps in some way, and yeah, please subscribe to my channel so that I can go on with all this. Thanks for watching and have a great evening, and happy shooting, filming and whatever you do with your lenses. Goodbye.